Hey guys, it's Altera, and you may notice I'm in front of the Farming Guild. That is because we're doing a bit of a special video today. It's one I've been wanting to do for a long time. Unfortunately, I took a bit of a break from Runescape, which is why I haven't made a video on it in quite a while. I haven't made any videos in quite a while. But today we're doing the Lizardman Shaman. Now, there's a few locations to do Lizardman Shamans, but I'm going to show you the location called the Lizardman Temple, and it's just to the southeast of the Farming Guild. So if I open the map, here's the Farming Guild. The temple is going to be in the town of Mulch, and it's right here actually. So, easiest way to get here is to either use the skills necklace to teleport to the Farming Guild. If you don't have that, but you have access to fairy rings, you can teleport to this fairy ring here, CIR, and after that it's just a short little walk down to the Lizardman Temple. Now, the setup for Lizardman is pretty specific. You're going to need, well, first off, the only prerequisite to kill these is 100% Shazian favor. And you can get that by killing regular Lizardmen and Lizardman brutes in the temple, or in the canyons rather, next to the Shazian district. Shazian armor is required. Shazian tier 5 armor is required to not take immense damage from these guys as well. These guys are also pretty crowded most of the time, so I'm gonna cut until I get to a world, and then we'll continue our conversation. All right, hopefully we found a world now. So as I was saying, Lizardman Shamans require 100% Shazian favor and tier 5 Shazian armor. As you can see, I have the Slayer helm on. You can wear a Slayer helm if you have the hard Kebos and Karen tasks completed. Otherwise, you're going to need Shazian tier 5, and you're going to lose out on that bonus damage that you would have if you were using a Slayer helmet. I also don't really recommend using anything other than a blowpipe here, because using a rune crossbow is just not worth it, in my opinion. And the blowpipe's special attack really helps out with sustain here. I'm sure you noticed my inventory is mainly just prayer potions. That's because if you do this properly, you're not going to run out of health. And if you do, well, then it's just practice at that point. I've died multiple times here. I'm sure you guys will die here too at some point. Also, the prayers, I have the quick prayers set up for pray range in Eagle Eye. If you have rigor, I would use rigor. Other than that, setup's pretty basic. Ava's device, blessing, your best ranged attack medallion, and then you're pretty much ready to go. First thing you're going to want to do before you hop in is drink whatever your anti-poison is. So I have antidote plus pluses. If you're using divine ranging potions, bring an anglerfish. That way you can negate the damage that it does to you when you drink it. Turn your prayer on, hop in. One of them is going to start attacking you. What you're going to want to do is hug this wall or this wall, because he's going to start summoning these little purple guys that will explode, like so. And you have to be at least one tile away, otherwise they'll do damage to you. Now, the point of hugging the wall is to prevent the shaman's jumping attack. I am pretty sure that it's only these shamans that you can do this with. The other ones are slightly bigger, and so you can't really box them like this. I'll show you an example of their jumping attack in a second. These guys are fantastic money for any level. They just have a lot of drops. Not to mention their main drop, which is the Dragon Warhammer, which is, I don't really know. I'll have to look up how much it's worth right now. Alright, let's see if I can get this guy to do the jumping attack. There he goes, that's the jump attack. So he jumps in the air, and then he lands where you were, and then if you're underneath, when he lands, it does a lot of damage. Don't worry, I brought Alk runes for that Rune Warhammer. Also, your main source of damage here is going to be either the purple guys or just mistiming the jump, because these guys can hit fairly high melee, and it hurts a lot. I'm going to take a hit here, it looks like. And he's jumping again. I'm going to go ahead and drop the iron ore so I can Alk this Warhammer before it despawns. And he jumped again. Oh, it's Alk the Warhammer. Alright, you can see why I'm hugging the walls now. It's an absolute pain trying to prevent these guys, or trying to, like, do this efficiently while they're jumping around the room. That's why I really like doing it in Temple. Now, there's quite a few guides going through the other methods. There's methods that you can do in the Lizardman Canyon that will get you better rates using a cannon, but you have to use a cannon, and it's also probably one of the more crowded places in all of RuneScape, because a lot of Ironmen go there to grind out the Dragon Warhammer. And anybody who's seen Sea Engineer's Hardcore Iron Man in PvP series knows that he actually did Lizardman Shamans here and got his Dragon Warhammer in this location using a rune crossbow, which is really impressive, of course, but it just shows that it's really up to personal preference which area you go to, which is why I like going to this one. And I think with that, I don't really have much more to say, other than eat your vegetables and have a nice day. Thanks.